it's been great. So just fired up to be here and fired up to be back here, to be honest.
And to ask about some local athletes, other than maybe some injuries to the linebacker room, what brought up Cooper Ebel and Bo Goodwin to be able to play for you guys this season or this past season and play at the level that they did?
Yeah, Coop was at our event last night and his family, and I think Coop was really on the verge last year of just coming off his freshman year of really some special things, and he just was incredible. I mean, as tough as they come, played through some really tough injuries last year, and we didn't have anybody else to put in, so he had to keep going for us, and he did, and he was nothing short of exceptional, and I feel like he has a chance to be one of the best linebackers in the country as we go into his junior year. And then Bo is just, man, certainly we're not planning on playing Bo. Here's this young kid that, I don't know if anybody would have expected his ability to go in, but Bo had a really good fall camp, and you felt really strong that he just kept getting better. And obviously when we got depleted by the midpoint of the season, he goes to that West Virginia game, and boy, he was lights out. And how he played for us the rest of the way, probably one of the great stories that's probably not been told enough this year, after last season, is what he did as a true freshman. But I think Bo's got such unbelievable talent. His ceiling is probably about as high as anybody in our football program. So those two guys are be pillars of the future of Iowa State football for sure.
How do they kind of get on your radar as recruits coming from kind of just small towns here in Northwest Iowa?
Yeah, Cooper was unique just because he was he's a great basketball player. He was doing some great things in track, and honestly, it's a little bit hard evaluation just because he was in this single wing offense and he kept getting the ball all the time. And but you just love the competitor, and to be honest with you, that's what just drew us to Coop, and that was awesome. And Bo was a little different. I think actually the first time I ever met Bo face to face was in this building in a basketball tournament that we came and watched. I think on Martin Luther King Day, and came and watched him play. And honestly, just competitive, knowing what his mom's background was as a coach and athletic director. It was again a little bit unique eval because he's playing, he's not playing 11-man football through his senior year, and so you're trying to evaluate the film from his junior year. But then you watch his senior year, it was extraordinary. And again, I think both guys, you took your time, you knew exactly what you were getting, and honestly, both guys have surpassed expectations of what we thought we would get in our football program.
And there's another guy, he's down at the state track meet now, Ethan Stecker. I mean, what's the excitement level of bringing him into this program?
Yeah, it's super exciting. He's tough. I think the thing about Ethan is it's, again, very old school recruiting, came to camp, man, blew everybody out of the water. Where's he going to play? He's playing every position on the offensive and defensive side of the football. Even was playing incredible defensive end this year, and the way that kid played. And he's just tough. And, I think we just love his competitive spirit. We love what he stood for. We obviously think the world of his football program and his high school football coach. And so it just was a great fit for us. So we're super excited to get him here and know that he's going to have a great day today, probably, and tomorrow on the state track meet.
And walk me through kind of the process of this off-season. Obviously, spring ball ended a little bit ago, but when the kids will kind of come back to campus, practice will ramp up.
Yeah, so we'll get started with our veteran players. The day after Memorial Day, they'll be back on campus, kind of getting their self situated from finals, and then we'll really ramp up June 2nd with kind of our summer program. And that's everything's expedited a little bit this year just because you're playing week 0, so it'll be a unique process and a new process probably for all of us, but I think everybody's really excited about that opportunity. But what it makes is you better make sure the months of June and July, man, you got to have a great summer, especially if you want to get off to a great start. And it's a huge challenge for us, to be honest with you, with our schedule, to what we have to do and who we have to play in our first 4 games.
And that week 2 game will be against South Dakota, and a familiar face in the quarterback room. When that non-conference game came up, were you probably going to see this guy, a guy that you recruited? What's kind of that like for you?
Yeah, well, I think it's you're certainly obviously excited that you're playing a really talented South Dakota team, and know that, man, the respect of what they accomplished last year, and honestly what they've been building there, and then honestly you take a little bit of pride because you love Aiden. He was a guy for us that we just thought the world of. And I know it was a unique time for him to be in there, but to watch him blossom and do what he's done, I don't think anybody in our program is shocked at all. I mean, what he stands for as a human being, his leadership, how he's led that football team, honestly, it's been really awesome to watch. And so I know it'll be a great challenge, and obviously in our conference you're always going to have to play great people, and to be able to have to do that so early in the season, it'll be a great challenge for our team.